From far and wide, Oilers fans, this is Dolynny TV.
And welcome back to another Edmonton Oilers discussion for the first time in 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tyson Dolynny, ready to take you through this one today, talking the Edmonton Oilers New Year resolutions. Of course, after a crushing defeat, not really, you know what I mean? It's a tough one for the Oilers on New Year's Eve. A lot of positives to build off of, but still just not quite the production you need to get that W and snap the skid. So for the Oilers, there's a couple of things I've pinpointed. I've kind of made a top 5 list of their New Year resolutions and what they need to be. So let's get right into it here. As you can see, my cat's ready to get into the mood of resolutions as well. For her, she needs to lose some weight, but you know what? For the Oilers, it's as simple as this. Number 5 on the list is extend head coach Ken Hitchcock. I know Hitch is, retired twice over already and very well might do that again at the end of this season, but I don't know. I'm not sure I buy it. I think the fact that he's come in and worked on McDavid's game so well, and that was the big fear for everybody. Everybody said, oh my God, McDavid's going to stop scoring points now that Hitch is our coach. Man, McDavid's averaging still like 2 points a game in most games. So if you guys want to calm down there, that's for sure. McDavid's been doing excellent under Hitch. So's Draisaitl. Draisaitl's still got that little bit of leg to his game when he's playing on his own line, but that's primarily because he doesn't trust his line mates to score offensively. That's where you got to look at it, right? Draisaitl hangs a little bit high and back because he knows he needs to be the one generating offense on that line. And if that's going to get to a guy, it will get to a guy like Leon Draisaitl, who's a secondary to Connor McDavid in the lineup every single night. So for Hitchcock, he's came in and turned around the Oilers in an instant, 9-2-2 to start. It's been ugly ever since then, but you know what I mean? He'll battle through and he'll get this club righted, whether it be via trades from Peter Chiarelli or else via just getting these boys to play for each other again. Mind you, there are quite a few guys back on the backside that are injured still, and you get Chase on back, suddenly the lineup balances out a little bit differently, and you might just have a lineup that can win again. I'm not sure. I really don't buy that the Oilers are going to do much the rest of this year. Unfortunately, it's been a tough go, and as always in December when we're in a playoff spot, injuries came in and absolutely wrecked us. It happens every year. Thankfully this year it's not the goaltending, but unfortunately this year it's the defense. And I mean, that Sekera injury, that should have told you how this season was going to go, honestly and truly. So number 4 on my list is a pretty simple one. For every single one of you that comments on the videos on the game breakdowns, it's as simple as this. Man, credit to McDavid, Nuge, Dry. They are excellent. Chase on when he's in the lineup. Where's the depth scoring? Oh, that's right. The Oilers don't really have any. And man, they need to find some in a hurry. It is going to be an absolute pitiful show to just watch McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nuge put up points all year. Like, that just hurts. There's guys on this team who can put pucks in the back of the net. Like Tobias Reeder on an Edmonton Oilers team playing with Leon Draisaitl should no problem be putting pucks in the back of the net. And I don't think he even has a goal this year. So come on now. It's been ugly. And I mean, for guys on the back end like Darnell Nurse, Adam Larson, and like guys that should just be pounding the puck into the net from the blue line, they aren't doing it. They aren't doing anything. Clefbaum was. And you see the impact that has when you lose Clefbaum. And Darnell Nurse, yes, sure, I am saying send him to the All-Star game. He's getting assist after assist. He's having no problem. But the thing is, even if you're going to get assist after assist, you still need to score goals yourself at some point. Unless you can put up 82 assists in a season, I want to see some at least goal production on that back end because man, guys, depth scoring on the defense, depth scoring on the bottom 2 lines, you have no clue how important it is to an NHL club. We as Oilers fans really haven't seen that for a lot of years, so you can't say we know how important it is. Obviously, we say it would change our team, but you have no clue. This team, if they got depth scoring from one line every single game, man, come on, we would be winning 5-2, 6-2, 7-2 every single night, guys. And that would be nothing wrong with a President's Trophy, but unfortunately we're talking about the current state of the Edmonton Oilers, and that's just not going to happen. 4. Number 3. That was number 4. This is number 3. Well, it's as simple as this, Oilers fans. We've been talking about it for a year and a half now, 80 some odd games for Milan Lucic. Get rid of Milan Lucic. I don't care if you have to trade the guy for Sidney Crosby's broken stick and a skate blade that snapped in a Tampa Bay game against the Florida Panthers. I don't give a crap. Get rid of him. We need to figure something out. A 7th round pick is almost too much to ask for a trade in Milan Lucic getting out of Edmonton at this point. You know what? A 7th, at least we get somebody back in terms of being able to draft somebody, whether we sign him or not, whatever, that's irrelevant. But a body in, I guess, by June. But guys, getting rid of Milan Lucic, you can't. If you're going to argue with me that we need to find depth scoring, and then you're going to say, well, you can't get rid of Milan Lucic if you're going to do that, guys, come on. He has 1 goal this year. You can't pretend. Same thing as Tobias Rieder. He's had a lot of chances, just doesn't bury, and that is a big issue. The guy looks like a big oaf out there 90% of the time. Yeah, man, it is just not a good time to be an Oilers fan dealing with Milan Lucic right now. So like I said, get rid of Milan Lucic. But number 2, the higher than getting rid of Milan Lucic, higher than finding depth scoring, higher than extending Ken Hitchcock, is as simple as this for the Oilers, is find a number 1 goal. You guys saw I kind of lit a fire under a lot of Oilers and hockey fans in general yesterday when I suggested trading Cam Talbot plus 3 other pieces for Sergei Bobrovsky. Well, guess what? That's only one of the multiple moves the Oilers should be considering to try and find a number 1 goalie. Somebody else in the comment section yesterday suggested finding our biggest old foe, UC Saros. Well, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. He actually seems like a good goaltender. The only reason I see that being an issue is, in fact, Pekka Rinne's future in Nashville kind of being up in the air because UC Saros is that good. I'm not sure. You guys are going to have to kind of come in here and tell me on that one what you feel about that, because I feel pretty strongly that you could get rid of Cam Talbot and, like, say, a 1st round pick to pick up UC Saros. Right? Wouldn't be that hard, but what is the future for Pekka Rinne in good old Nashville? Right? What is the future for him? Sorry, my phone's been buzzing this whole episode. Had to check and make sure I was missing nothing important. And that brings us to number 1 on my list of Edmonton Oilers New Year resolutions. And it's as good and golly and jolly as it can get for the Oilers and Oilers fans. You guys were ripping me to shreds saying I was supporting Peter Chiarelli. Well, guess what, guys? There's a fine line to walk between supporting a guy I don't like as Edmonton Oilers GM and saying that the guys he brought in deserve a chance. And I mean, it is razor thin the way you guys made it seem in the comment sections yesterday and the day before. However, for me, the number 1 priority for the Edmonton Oilers in 2019, a New Year's resolution to get this team back on track, is fire Peter Chiarelli. It's as simple as that. Guys, I am not going to pretend like we don't need to fire Peter Chiarelli. You guys can misconstrue my support for Manning and Petrovic, sorry, family name, I understand where it's coming from kind of deal. You can misconstrue that as support for Peter Chiarelli if you want. No, it's support for the guys themselves. However, Peter Chiarelli as GM needs to be axed. There's just too much bad blood between him and Oilers fans, him and Oilers media. Guys are accusing him of having an attitude when realistically he's just sitting there like, I can say whatever the hell I want and you're still going to take an issue with it. So get him out for his sake, for our sake. Let's move on. Guys have mentioned there's guys like Stevie Y out there. There are good GMs without a job right now. We could find a guy that could possibly come in and start fixing this Oilers roster. Unfortunately, anything that fixes this Oilers roster is going to start moving young pieces we have in the system. Guys like Tyler Benson, Dmitry Samorukov, guys like that are going to start being shipped out of the farm and out of juniors if we're going to start getting NHL bodies ready. So guys, prepare yourselves for a crazy 2019 as an Edmonton Oilers fan. It only gets better every single year. I'm Tyson. This has been Dolynny TV. Guys, if you are new to the channel, Let's start 2019 off right. Hit that subscribe button down below. Join me on this journey that is going to be the Oilers 2019 season. That being from now, January 1st, to about April 7th or 7th, 10th, whatever the heck the end of the season is. And then from October 3rd to December 31st in the 2019-2020 season. Guys, like I said, I'm Tyson Dolynny. This has been Dolynny TV. Hope your New Year's resolutions are a little bit more attainable than these ones I set out for the Oilers. I will catch you guys in the next one.